going on, people? Today I got a fun thing for you. I haven't seen a lot of people do these videos, but I got my buddy in Japan sent me a bunch of very cool things. These are called, I actually don't know what they're called. I don't know if they have a direct name, but this is from a Gashapon machine, which is basically it's got a little ball. You you put your coin in, take it out, boop, pop out. You got one of these in there. So last time I was in Japan, I bought some minifigures, a bunch of panda stuff, because my friend and I share a love of pandas. So I bought a bunch of those. I didn't even notice these, and these were in the machine next to it. Because my buddy got a hold of me and said, "Hey man, do you want some giant bugs?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah!" And I said, "What store you at?" And he showed me a photo, and I'm like, "How was I not seeing that in any way, shape, or form?" Probably hit my head and became mentally handicapped. So with that, we're gonna put together a black and white. Is this black and white yellow jacket? No, no. This is I think this is that a mud jack. This actually might be a Hornet. This is definitely a Hornet. I think these are the two exact same figures, just different color schemes. Then you got yourself a really gnarly sized ant. So this is gonna make some great photography. So we're gonna do the build. I'm not gonna talk through the build. We're just gonna speed it along. Now the first one's going to be relatively easy because apparently it is already put together. Oh yeah, yeah, there we go. I got to put one leg on. That's all I have to do. These are incredibly small little pieces, so I have my glasses on because I can barely even see that. So close to the camera, I can barely see what's on the camera. So this is a nice little ant. Looks like your normal worker ant. Could be a carpenter ant, possibly. It's got movable mandibles. This is really cool. Oh, that's not a leg. This is a antennae. There we go. Okay, so this was, like I said, a Nabil. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, he put it together. Oh, I bet his wife put it together. That's awesome. Did not get the stand on that one. Now here's a size comparison to your standard NECA turtle. Has Raphael with pizza on his head. Look at the size of this ant. He's stuck under expiring Raphael. These are made by Bandai. You can find these on Amazon, and I think you can find them for a better price on eBay. So, without further ado, these figures have to be heated up before you try to insert the limbs. If you don't heat this up, you're going to snap one of these little limbs. So I used this. A lot of people like to use hot water. This filled with rice, little bag. My wife and I sewed one up in our favorite colors because we both had work done on our shoulders. I've had work done on my knee. And man, they come in handy, especially when the weather gets rough and you got an ache. So there we go. There's the legs. This is a great looking figure so far. Let's get the wings on. There you go. Put it on the wrong way right off the bat. That's plastic still being relatively soft. So off camera, I was fidgeting with the ant, and the legs didn't fall off. Like I said, I really softened this plastic. So that's why the things aren't sticking right away. Once it cools, it will tighten up around everything it's supposed to. This is great looking. I love the way this looks. I went ahead and stuck that in the wrong area. That's what she said. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and stick this in and then just let it cool down. But while we're letting it cool down, I'm going to heat up the black and white figure. We'll be right back. Again, this is how I received it. This one comes with the base. Comes with its nice little stand. Thorax. Head. Abdomen. The legs. Standing piece. Wings. Little directions. You can pause. You can read that. If you don't know how to read it, you could just Google translate it. This is just an advertisement for the rest of them and how to put them all together. And the warning right here is basically like you're going to want to be careful with it. This is not a toy for kids under 3 years old. Choking hazard, and you're going to want to heat it up. Like I said, they all come with stands, but I'll ask why it didn't come. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to use that for stands anyway, so I'm going to put a little hot glue on the end of that, and I'm going to hang it so it looks like it's in mid-flight. So let's get heating this thing up. Okay, we're back. This has been properly heated up, and in my spare time, I put together the stand. We're going to go ahead and put this together in real time. Exciting. Look at that, huh? You guys are at the edge of your seat, just like I am. These things are amazing looking. They really are. I think this would sell really well in America. Look at the face on this thing. See if I can get a real good up close shot of it. Look at that. Like I say, the mandibles move. Like I said, this one's cooled. Nothing's falling off it. You tweak the leg hard enough, it will fall off. But look at that face. Huh? Look at the size of that. You do not want 30 or 40 of these things coming after you. And I've been in some dirty places around the world doing dirty shit. I was in this one place, I'm not going to say where, what continent, but if it was up to me, I would set the whole ecosystem on fire. Everything was trying to sting you, bite you, envenomate you, or suck out your blood. It was a non-stop nightmare, and I cannot stand itching. I hate it. Oh, where was it? I lost track. I'm going to have to heat that up a little bit more. That the holes are so small, even with my glasses, I can barely see them. I'm going to have to call. I'm going to have to call Leslie to come down because I can't see these really well. Off-camera action. This is how hard it was for me to see the holes right in there for the antennae. There we go. This whole build has just been an absolute clusterfuck for me. I was afraid I'm going to break something off. You know, when you get a figure from overseas, and I'm sure every one of you has gotten at least one figure from overseas, you get that, oh man, if this breaks, this is going to suck. Especially when it was a gift from a friend. Oh yeah. If I had noticed this, I probably would have bought a dozen of these things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go, 5 and 6. This one didn't need the heat as much as the yellow one. So I like that. I'm going to put the flashlight on. I really want you to see what I can see. Look at the detail in this thing. Bandai does not screw around. This is just basically a child's toy. Something you put together, you play with for a day or two, it finds its way under the kid's bed or drawer, and then just forgotten about. But they put this extra great detail in. Some of the stuff that we just don't get from some of the American companies when it comes to the stuff you really want. Like, I like big bugs, and I grew up and I remember the old black and white monster movies, Attack of the Ants and all the other ones. So this is just one of those things where to have something like this is going to make photographs a lot more enjoyable. Here we go. There we go. Now this, look at this. Look how articulated this is. Remember, this is one of those things that you just put, a $5 coin in, and a little ball comes out, and you put the thing together, and you play with it. You put it on your desk, and you forget about it. They didn't need to go this hard on the detail, and they did, and it's just magnificent. The articulation in these things are great. I'm going to be in Japan in the end of July, so I am definitely hitting 4 or 5 each of these. I want my sons to be able to play with something like this. Although I got a feeling that these might be a little too delicate. But they got a bunch of different ants. They got this crazy ant. It's almost double the size of this, and it's got wings. Oh man, it's so cool looking. So it's gonna be good. I'm gonna be in Japan for the launch of my first book, The House of Ribbons. It launched in America a few years ago, but this is its first Japanese translation, which is excellent. We designed a brand new cover for it. We'll put it in right here. Boop. So I'm excited about that. Get to see a bunch of old friends and just to play around. I'll have more of an enjoyable time when I get out to Kyoto. So I get to see some relatives. It's going to be fun. Okay, so that's the video right there. There you go. You got your crazy giant bugs. And again, size comparison. Look at that. It stands almost pretty much the same height as a NECA TMNT figure. So I can't complain. These are cool. These are cool. I don't think I'll be able to find a link, but if I do find a link to this, I'll make sure to put this into the video. So thank you for watching. If you can, leave a subscription. Fuck, cut that out. Thank you for watching. If you can leave a comment or a like, please subscribe if you haven't already. I'd appreciate it. We're, as of right now, 459 viewers. Again, I'm just trying to find my voice, trying not to swear as least as possible. Trust me, the C word wants to fly out of my mouth constantly when I'm doing this stuff. So again, my wife does a lot of these, and I'm sure you guys like that. She has like 50 figures she's going to be doing videos on, and they're just Gooner girls. I'm talking just import females, squishy bodies, the whole 9 yards. So like, share, subscribe, do all that. You can leave any kind of comment you want, even if it's just an emoji. I greatly appreciate it. And I answer all comments, and anything that you feel that I can make the video a little better, please don't hesitate to say it. I don't have an ego, so it's one of those things where you can call me a dickhead right to my face, and I'm just going to smile and probably buy you a coffee or something like that. I spent too long in the military to let little things bother me. I like comments. I like to improve, I believe criticism is the easiest path to improvement. So the one thing that I truly believe is the rising tide lifts all ships. If you have a channel, please make sure you leave your link right down there. I want to share it. I want to subscribe to it. Everybody, whether you got 1 million followers or you got 3 followers, let's lift each other up because this is a lot of fun. At the end of the day, toys are a nice stress reliever, and a lot of us are in the financial position in which we can buy anywhere between a $30 to a $300 figure, and that's good. We're lucky. We live in golden times. I couldn't have done this 20 years ago. There was no way in the world I could have had a setup like this. I couldn't have had this house 20 years ago. So again, I appreciate everybody who has purchased the book. If you're one of my viewers, I greatly appreciate you. You always leave the funniest comments on my Twitter. I swear to God, it's the best. So, and if you're just here for the videos, I hope I made it entertaining. I probably cannot compete with a wife, but then again, it's hard to compete with tits, right? I mean, a smile like hers. You guys have a great night. Don't forget to hit the like button. Please, please, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
See you later. Bye.
So that's the best advice. I hope it helped in some way, shape, or form. If I could help just one person with that, I would be more than happy. So, but hey, if you've enjoyed, like and subscribe. You don't have to ring the notification bell because I don't do it on a lot of mine. Phone be blowing up. But I appreciate every single one of you who have stuck around. Anybody who's joining now, thank you very much, and I hope you have a pleasant day or night.
See you later. Bye.